Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Taurus, I shuffled out the Zodiac deck today. It's a full deck because I've gone full circle, everyone's been done, and you came out. I feel like it hasn't been that long since I did Taurus, so Spirit wants to talk to you, Taurus, so that's just how it goes. So you're getting a reading with me right now, Taurus. Okay, so where are we going to start? We're going to start with the Energy Oracle deck. I have the Shadows of the Middle Ages, and I have the tarot ready and able to go, I guess. I don't know when the tarot is not able to go, but let's see. All right. Excuse me. Taurus, the bovine babies. Current situation, financial constraints. That's interesting. All right. It could be something financial, or it could be like you've spent a lot of money and so you got to save your money again, or there could literally be like there's a certain thing that's confining you in life right now, but that's the current situation. What's the good influence around life right now? Oh my God. Okay, a broken heart. Well, that's great. Good. So the good influence is, oh, a broken heart. What is the bad influence? Your personal strength. It's to feel all your feels. So, okay, being strong and courageous is not what you need to be right now. This is like, if there is something that you need to grieve that loss. That's good. It's time for deep healing. That's the good influence here. It's time for like deep healing. What's the belief? What's the belief around your life here that you need to change? The world. Expand your vision. Like this talks about expanding your vision. I want to say you don't need to look as far as perhaps you're looking. You don't need to look as far as you're looking. Global ideas and global networking. That's the belief, though, that needs to change. All right. What's the action to take that you can do to turn things around? Literally got the action card. The action, taking more action is what is going to help to turn things around here. Putting in more effort. In what? Oh, interesting. Okay, what's your likely outcome based on your energies? Cornucopia. I want to say that I feel like maybe too, based on this card here, that you have a little more control over your outcomes than you believe that you do. If you are feeling kind of confined or constrained or reduced in some way, it's like, well, you have a really good likely outcome of coming out of that, okay? What's a surprise from the universe? A storm warning. So difficulty within yourself or your external world, even the worst storm passes, is what this card is about. Now, right, what is the good influence around your life right now? It literally is a broken heart. So there could be some sort of loss that you're feeling, that you're going through. This is a good thing. So I want to say whatever it was, it's good that you're expelling this, that you're purging it, that you're healing from it. And maybe this is the surprise, is what you're going to be or what you're going to have on the other side of some type of difficulty that you've been working through. Oh, look at this. You have got, your underline is the 5th chakra, self-expression, anxiety, maybe the anxiety of expressing yourself. But I want to say, as you push through that anxiety, it says here, blossoming abundance is increasing your wealth and your value. The fruits of your labor start to blossom. And with health and vitality, this is my Jesus card. My Jesus card. Christ energy, some people would like to call it. Divine consciousness pours to you. Open it to receive it. Wow, it's almost like when you're broken, it creates the openings for like love and healing in the universe to come through. Healing your heart. Healing your heart is the good thing right now. You don't need to be strong. It's not about being strong and having control over your life. That's not the best influence. The best influence, it's almost like, right, it is the crack so that the divine healing comes through. Now, maybe this is even just about like a divine healing for you, the reading in general. Like maybe there's been like cobwebs deep within your heart, your soul. feeling that, and because of that, feeling sort of constrained and in lack, if you put more effort into, or energizing, it's like energizing the effort. Like that. It's not more effort. It's kind of almost similar to, I want to say, you know, working hard and working smart. It's not that you don't utilize either one of them, but it's kind of knowing which one to apply at the right time. You know, I'm just trying to imagine if all of a sudden you're burdened with, I'm seeing somebody with like, almost like someone in the service industry, and they've got a whole bunch of trays and dishes. And right now, my situation is this. I've got like 5 trays that I'm holding, and I am working very hard to keep them balanced and get it all to the tables without spilling on any customers or making a mess or breaking stuff, right? But then I'm kind of thinking, all right, I could work smarter next time. I could do it this way or that way. It is kind of incorporating these, but so energizing the effort. It's not like you're changing your effort, but you're putting more of yourself into the effort, and maybe the part of yourself that you're putting into this effort is tapping into this because something's been broken. Something's been broken, and because it's been broken, the right energy is available to you to come in and heal it. Okay, let's see what the shadows of the Middle Ages adds to this. Okay, fairies. Well, that's interesting. I have got number 13 and number 114. That's the current situation. So fairies can work in any way you want them to. And fairy energy can work in any way. Fairy energy can feel supportive, and fairy energy can feel downright sabotage. Maybe it's how we look at something, right? Like if there's something that's broken or something that's been broken in you, there's also an alchemy and a transformation process that's taking place, and you have available to you a really powerful energy. And maybe this energy is something like, I want to say it has something to do with speaking, expressing yourself. There's a part of yourself here that maybe you're blocked, that's blocked or has been in terms of self-expression. And it's almost like your mind getting ahead of yourself here. Oh, don't say that, or I don't think I should have said that, or I don't know if I should do that, or what will these people think if I say this? That's interesting. Okay, so that's coming across really intriguing here. There's something about this combination to me that's, because this is almost like worrying about what people think about what you say or what you'll say. I can't remember what it was. There was something that came across my own YouTube feed, and actually I would share it with you. Let me see if I can find it, because I found it really profound. Let me, what was it? It was a while ago. Second, maybe I'll remember to edit this if this, okay. View all for my history, sorry. It's like I was just born yesterday with this shit. Okay, just 1 minute. Is it here? It's really profound because it talks about, I want to say, you know what? I think it's something that's been reinvented as, well, somebody published a book, right? It was called, How to Not Give a Fuck. Like that. But it's a little bit, no, I think it's, I gotta, just a second. God, Cindy, please remember to edit this. Okay. It just takes me a while to get through because I've been doing my rebounding again. I have all these rebounding videos that I watch while I'm doing my exercise in the morning. Oh, just wait a minute. Oh, yeah, if you could. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So, is it this? It's C.S. Lewis. I think that's what it is. Now, which one? Because once you watch one of something, right, then a whole bunch starts coming up. Although I don't think that happens with my own channel. Happens when I watch other people's channels. Which one? Okay. Is it that one? No. Be silent. You will get everything. No. Shit. Maybe what I'll try to do is I'll try to find it and I'll put it in the comments. No, here it is. Oh, is this not? Who is this? No, this isn't C.S. Lewis. Oh, who's C.S. Lewis? It's like you click on one of these things and then you get a whole bunch of other suggestions that are really interesting. Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard. Act like you don't want anyone's attention. All right? That's what that was. That's what this is reminding me of. It's called Act Like You Don't Want Anyone's Attention, which I thought it was really fascinating because it's weird how that, I don't know, I think I watched it a couple weeks ago, but it's weird because it's kind of like coming out in this underline where it's like, oh, I'm worried about, you know, what I say, or maybe if I say this the right way, well, people will pay attention to me, or maybe I'll have more friends if I talk, you know, but it's like getting past the anxiety because the only thing that really matters is the attention between you and the universe, or the attention between you and God, or whatever source is to you. That's the only tension that you should be trying to achieve here. Which is kind of like what that was about. And I thought that was it was quite interesting, actually. I wish I had more time to look into that sort of stuff, but I think I was cleaning the house actually while I was listening to it. So there's something like that here for you, Taurus. It's literally that, because I feel like you're going through some type of healing process. There's something going on specifically like with your heart chakra here. And the bad influence is, I want to say too, if we think about this, like we could also think about our sense of self, pride also, right? Like that can come in with the 5th chakra and anxiety. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Like, don't let your pride get in the way. However, like, what is your peace between yourself and your spirit guides, yourself and God and the universe? Because maybe you're in some type of constraint here, or you're feeling constricted. And it's like, it could possibly be feeling like, well, this is mischievous energy, or this is a bout of bad luck, or what is it? But the fairies are like, well, it could be whatever you want it to be. And a lot of times too, even if it's coming across as something that could even feel sabotage, it could be self-sabotage. Even if it is fairy sabotage, like energies around you, it's like trying to get you back on track. But sometimes we're struggling with what that back on track is. Beliefs around your life right now that need to change the world. There could be something globally too. Like maybe you look at things more globally. I mean, there's something that I have sort of thought about too, which I'm going to bring out in this card, is that like the world is much smaller now than it used to be, but sometimes I wonder if that's such a good thing, because I feel like how am I going to go with this? So there can be certain groups and certain ways that people have been brought up, and they have ideals and ideas about what is conducive to healthy community. And that may work really, really well in a specific area of the world that has evolved for that to be effective, right? And it could also be tied into the environment in the history of an area. But that may not work in another place. And another place may have a completely different way of functioning and having moral code and having like ideals. And then these two can, like, you know, you can have that. It's like oil and water. But we tend to have a very superficial and surface level idea of the world around us because we are not living, we're all living very individual experiences. Like, for example, like I find a lot of the people that I live around have very similar beliefs and ideals about, you know, community and family and morality and functioning in that I do myself. But then I encounter a whole lot online that's like, whoa. And then I need to step back sometimes and say, okay, well, this person is living a very different life from me. I don't know. There's something here that feels like globally it affects you, and not to let it. well, not to let it. It also want to say that you might be looking further for ideas than what you really need. Because this is really coming across to me like it's honestly, it's just between you and God. As I mean, what this is. That's it. It's just between you and God. I mean, because that in itself is a universal language. Well, everyone has a different definition of God. Okay, you just need to energize your effort. It isn't even like, so it's almost like even, I want to say to feel more confident about your effort. Feel more confident about your effort. And keep pushing that effort. Maybe you're even getting some feedback by the world in general that feels like, well, I don't know. It's not what making me second guess myself. Because the likely outcome here is, you know, you're going to have good things, but there is a storm. That's the surprise from the universe. Oh yeah, sorry. We have more cards to pull. We really got distracted by that. I don't remember the name now. Goddard. Okay. Dog. That's the good thing. Dedication to broken heart. Dedication to grief and loss. Dedicated to heal. I don't know, like maybe some of you work in the healing. Maybe some of you, I was just because of financial constraints. Like I just think about like work and things like that. I guess it doesn't have to be. Dedication. Maybe there's something here like specifically with a dog. Could be a pet. Maybe some of you are suffering the loss of a pet as well. Or some of you, maybe you've been spending a lot of money on a pet that has health issues. You know, I can't give anyone guidance on that, something so, but it just kind of feels like if that's the case, there could be something here about, right? Like it could be time to break your own heart and let somebody go. That's hard. I don't know. Okay. So bad influence is anchor, personal power, inner strength. I want to say that feels like pride. It feels like pride and ego there. Like I'm not going to change, or I'm not going to do this, or I don't want to be seen in this way, or I don't want to talk this way, or if I talk this way, I feel like people will think this about me, or I don't know. That's the bad thing. It's to be stuck. The bad thing is to be stuck. So maybe this is even like, if this is coming across like this, like that's the unhealthy or the bad influence, is strength and maybe even being stubborn, or this is how I've done it, this is how I'm always going to do it. The good I want to say, the change that needs to happen here is possibly expanding your vision. See, Taurus. So what do we get there? Oh, chaos. Make a fucking change. What is this? Surprise from the universe is like a chaos card. Maybe there's some changes going on around you and you're having trouble adjusting to it. Allow it to happen. Adjust. Energize your effort is the action to take to turn things around here. Earth. Energize your effort with earth. And you have the world as a vision. Energize your effort towards earth. Let's just see. What's the earth card here? Let's get more out of that. It's such a direct guidance. So the earth element is the flesh of the world, providing strength, support, and a foundation for further movement. But this is like being stuck. Maybe like somehow here you feel like the world has taken something from you. The world is very resource-based, so depending on what side of that you are on at any given time, it could feel that way. Providing strength, support, and a foundation for further movement. It represents the solid and material aspects of the natural world, symbolizing stability, grounding, and fertility. It is the basis of all that is stable and unchanging. It creates forms, laws, and grants concreteness, stability, structure, analysis, and classification. Now, but this is energizing your effort. The thing that is bad here is being stuck. I think you need to shake shit up. I really do. I feel like you need to shake shit up here. It is the bedrock fundamentality, solidity, confidence, practicality, and concentration. Earth is the realm of resources. This is the material world, practical, comfortable, and useful. Oh, yeah, it can be. Energize your effort. Maybe, okay. Energize your effort towards that. Maybe you're not stable. Maybe you're not stable enough. You need to really anchor this. Healing. Be loyal to healing. Maybe it is. It's honestly, it's like to pick a loyalty and stick with it. You got cornucopia. The likely outcome, which is water. There's some symbolism going on here, right? Let's think about the anchor. What is the anchor made out of? It's made out of something that was created on land, right? And it's made it for things that live on land. And then these things in the land, they go out in the water. And then they try to find stability in the water. Don't find stability in the water. That's the bad influence. Don't try to find stability in the water. Energize your effort. Get offshore. See how this is coming across? Because there's a lot in the water to find. Maybe I want to say this could even be like a niche or something. Like, right? This could be some type of a niche. I'm just saying that because of like financial constraints are coming up in this. So I don't know if it's talking about work, business. The good thing is the broken heart and loyalty to that. The things that hurt. The things that challenge us and cause us to break open. Because without exploration and learning, we can't be challenged and break open. Breaking ourselves open, it can be painful. Don't get stuck in one spot here. The world is changing. Get offshore. Get offshore. Lift the anchor. Make more effort towards lifting this anchor. Because the likely outcome, I think you are making an effort. Because this is showing me kind of how energies are going. Because it's almost like saying, well, you're already making the effort. Make more effort. Lift that anchor. Keep going. Hold the anchor up and let the boat move. Boy, look at how the symbolism has really started to come off, right? Like, see how he's standing on a dock. Going out there. Go out there. Things are changing. There's a storm coming. There's a storm coming. That also feels like it's kind of saying this is not the right port to be in with the storm that's coming. You're making an effort. It's almost like you're trying to get the anchor up. Trying to get the anchor up. The anchor stuck in the ground where it is not good. Feeling stable in one spot isn't good. It needs to fluctuate and move. Or the storm. Wow. The heck? Oh. That's crazy. I feel like I watched some shit that's coming through in your reading. What was the other one? Wait. Wait. What was the one? Okay, I gave you that one. I didn't give you. You don't have to watch anything that I said I was watching. You really don't. So yeah, that one was that. Act like you don't want anyone's attention. That's like my cat. Cat. Oh, but the dog is the good. The dog does want attention. The broken heart wants attention. The broken heart wants attention. Anyways, okay, because I said there was that, right? That's, what was it? What's his name again? Neville Goddard? Okay. And then there was one, though, I thought it was him and it wasn't. It was, C.J. Lewis. Look at this one came across. I watched this, I don't know, a few days ago. Be silent. You'll get everything you want. I don't know what that, right? Isn't that interesting? Because look. Be silent. You'll get everything you want. There's a storm. Difficulty within yourself or your external world. This is the surprise from the universe. Silent. You're going to get everything you want. But you gotta let the anchor up. The mask and the bear and the magnifier. This is almost like really making sure that your mask is on right. It feels like, okay, is the mask on right? Before we go, is it? Can you see? Can you see any openings? There's like trying to hide something of ourselves. Trying to hide something here. Making sure it's well hidden. Magnifying the mask and seeing the bear. Now the bear is interesting because the energy of the bear kind of brought an interesting message. I don't know I can't remember who it was, which sign it was, but the idea that certain elements could turn this bear into a grizzly bear, right? And it's ferocious, it's look out, climb a tree that is big enough it can't knock it down, because grizzly bears can't climb trees. But anyways, I'm not here to give you advice for surviving a bear attack. Just, we won't be in that, okay? Or it can be like a teddy bear. And the teddy bear, right, is soft and cuddly. There's something here about trying not to be seen. There's two sides of you, perhaps, and maybe trying to hide one side. Then, so you guys got C.S. Lewis and Neville Goddard. I don't know. I don't know how that came up. And I think I was listening to Neville while I was cleaning the house. And then after that, then the CS stuff came up. All right, listen to that. I find some of this stuff is interesting because they're really old. I think they are like much older teachings of kind of like manifestation and secret stuff that have been rehatched in different ways. The current situation is the Three of Swords with financial constraints and fairy. This is good. It's good. And I want to say it moves you out of a comfort zone. It's something here. The Lovers. Has something broken you? Is there something inside you that feels broken? Or something in your life that feels like it's been broken or hurt. But this is good because it's putting you on your destiny path. Right? As I said, the fairy can feel like, depending on how they're getting us there, it can feel very difficult and unfair. The bad influence is the strength and the anchor. You got the Six of Wands. I find that fascinating because the Six of Wands reminds me of that energy, right? Of, what was it? It was don't. I can't think while I'm channeling. I have to go back and I have to look. Oh yeah, act like you don't want anyone's attention. Because the Six of Wands is wanting attention. The Six of Wands is like everybody approves of me. Look at me. I'm saying all the right things. Saying all the right things here. It's great. That's the bad influence. There's a sense of ego and pride, I feel like, that comes in with that, with the Angel of Strength. And shoot, like, this is sort of your divine path, your divine calling. It feels like it's taking you. All right. Okay. Actually, no. Beliefs around your life here that need to change. The world chaos. Expand your vision. The Four of Wands. I feel like this is leaving port. Like it's leaving a port here. But it's almost like your belief is if I move beyond this dock, It's crazy out there. It's crazy out in the ocean. If I lift the anchor and I do something different, and I'm doing something that too also feels like it's connected to approval. I need other people's approval here. No, you don't. And this just feels like pushing off of Earth. Lift the frickin' anchor, man. Push the boat. Oh, push, push. It's almost like a magnetic force of this Earth energy that holds you. You know, it's feeling like, well, it's probably not in a big boat, but just thinking, you know, my grandfather had like a little aluminum fishing boat. I used to go out in it and I'd go fishing. And he had like this big, it was an anchor he created out of cement. He poured cement into like a plastic tub or whatever. And then I can't remember if he just kept it in the plastic tub or the plastic tub broke, but anyways. And he put a big metal ring into the cement when it was wet, and then it dried, and then we tied a rope on it, right? So it's this big anchor, and put that in a, and getting that thing was so heavy, and getting that thing, you know, up off the ground, because then as soon as you did that, like when it was in the water, down on the bottom of the water, the boat would start to move. It almost feels like you need to sustain something for a certain period of time here that feels a little bit uncomfortable, or like, right, energize that ever. Keep holding the anchor up. Keep holding the anchor up in the boat will float out. It's not like you're not putting the effort in. I feel like you are with that. Okay. So what do we get with it? The Queen of Pentacles. Very earthy. Very, very earthy. These are the things that make us feel comfortable. This is moving out of a comfort zone. This definitely is. Moving out of a comfort zone. Getting off the shore here. You need to get off the shore, Taurus. You need to keep holding up that anchor. You're getting out there. Because you need to get into water that's deep enough, even if you're not strong enough to get the anchor back in the boat. Well, you should. I don't think it's good to drive with an anchor dragging, but if it comes to that, you need to be in deep enough water, right? Okay. Because it almost feels like there's a sense here, bad things, but actually, no, it's good things. It's good things. The chaos in the world. No, it's good. Now, cornucopia water. Wow, the Six of Cups. You know, I'm getting with that. I'm kind of getting, it's weird. I'm getting like the tides with that energy. Like things that come in and things that go out, and things that come in and things that come out. Going with the tide here. Maybe that's the thing. Oh, maybe that would help to get the boat out. Going with the tide, going with the flow. Allow the flow is the likely outcome. There might even be something here that you invested in your life in the past, and maybe that hasn't fulfilled in any way. But you have cornucopia coming as your likely outcome. It's good. It's good in all areas of life, right? With the cornucopia. The surprise is silent storm. The King of Wands. Surprise from the universe. It's the King of Wands. What's that? Is this someone making a storm? Quietly making a storm? No. Then you have, okay, you have the Nine of Wands and the Three of Wands. And the Empress. That's odd. I'm just saying this because it's like the Three of Wands is like standing on the dock looking out. What's coming in? When are my ships coming in? But it's almost like you're supposed to put your ship out there. You're supposed to kind of put your ship out there. The Empress, the Abundance. Oh, this surprise feels very curious. And I'm itchy. I'm swimming, and I think the chlorine level is a little too high in the pool. Somebody needs to get out there and adjust that. Okay. What's the storm? Maybe the surprises are somebody The Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands. The Four of Cups, the Emperor, and the Chariot. That's the storm. Oy. And what's the silence? What's the silence? The Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. This is a surprise. This is somebody building, I don't know, their financial stability. Okay, what's the King of Wands? What's going on here? The King of Wands. This is the surprise. The Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Wands is the storm. I mean, that could be the creativity, right? Trying to decide what direction to take your creativity. How do I become the leader here with the Emperor energy? Chariot, this way or that way. Silence. It almost is giving me this energy of like reading, because she's sitting there in a chair reading in the Nine of Pentacles. And then the Magician is quietly building on some type of knowledge here that you acquire. But that's a surprise from the universe. There might be something, it's weird. It's almost like, you know, like there's, I didn't read it. I was listening to it on YouTube. But right, like it kind of came into this reading for you. And it's almost like maybe there's something that has been read, something that you're reading is going to be relevant in the future. I want to say especially if there's some type of chaos or seems like a big change. It's weird. It gives me this impression, like why this, something going on here with this King of Wands. Someone, I don't know, it's odd. It's almost like somebody who was trying to plan something and then they screwed themselves over. That's the surprise. That's a weird nuance. That, I mean, it is, I guess it's a surprise because I don't see how it connects to this reading. But it literally, okay. The Queen of Wands. Like, typically the King and Queen of Wands would kind of like be a counterpart energy. But it's giving me this feeling almost like somebody is quietly trying to free themselves from it. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. And then because of that, this King of Wands has like a lot of bad thoughts, anxiety. But it's almost like the only way that I can plan forward is to sabotage myself, is to defeat myself here. It's giving me this vibe of, I don't know where enemies come from. Or what, I don't mean that, like, I don't know where enemies come from. I don't know how this happens. No, I mean in your reading, there is something weird here, like, this King of Wands is coming across as, I don't know if I would call it an enemy or a saboteur. There's something saboteur-y about his energy. And it feels like if you sit quiet, give somebody space, they'll screw themselves over, you know? It's odd. With a surprise is very, very left field for me. Okay, so that is that. I guess, I don't know, maybe there's something going on around you that you're not aware of. And that's the surprise area here. And somebody's... How does the collective know the King of Wands? I don't understand. Oh, the Devil. Shit. The Star, the Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. just got a feeling of somebody who takes like some sort of a divine blessing or gift, and they turn it into something unhealthy, or they want it for themselves. It's almost like a gift, a gift bestowed upon the people or upon you by the heavens. And it's like this person wants control of it. Like a long-term, that's a weird, maybe, I don't know, but the work. Why? Because you got the financial constraints. Why is it's making me more and more curious the more cards I pull out in this reading, Taurus. The Four of Swords and the Strength card. That's the current situation. So the Strength energy is not, don't care what other people think of you, is not the great thing here. Not to feel stuck because of what other people think of you. Current situation, you're feeling, I don't know, maybe you're even feeling stuck in a healing process because you're concerned about what other people think of you. And it maybe has something to do with this King of Wands. So the Lovers, the Broken Heart, and the Dog. That's the good influence. I think dog's always a good influence, you know. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles. It's just like home. That feels like home. Well, that's odd. The good influence is what you've built here, what you have. It's kind of funny, right? The Ten of Pentacles. Maybe there's like, but yet financial concern. This is almost reminding me of someone who's even house poor. Would be like the current situation. Well, there's no money in the bank, but we have a nice place to. No, right? It could be that. But whatever heartache has gone on here is actually, it's to provide and show you the loyalty towards your divine choice, or what your divine choice, the loyalty it has towards you, this path. Because I do feel like there's something going on here where somebody has tried to take something heaven sent and turn it into the devil. Why? Why is this with the Knight of Pentacles? Why? What's this long-term? The Eight of Cups. It's almost like to remove the emotional investment. Why? To remove it. Make it walk away? That's odd. Look at that. I don't know who this is. This feels like someone, I don't know, very negative. It does. Well, I don't know who this is, or if this is even just being, but because it's a court card, I feel like it's a person. It's more than just circumstances playing out around you. I don't know. It feels like somebody who would take a good thing and see what they could, I don't know, heaven sent, and turn it into something. Something bound by the devil. Right? It's almost to keep something so earthly bound that it becomes removed from its emotional context. So the bad influence is the Angel of Strength, the Anchor, and the Six of Wands. The Seven of Swords. It does kind of like, it feels like hiding beliefs, hiding who you are because of how you think people would respond. The belief, okay, so the belief that you need to, the belief around your life, right, that you need to change your, is the World, Chaos, Four of Wands. Judgment. It almost gives me the, okay, before I tell you the clarifiers, that spread almost also feels like to me that there's no divine plan, I guess. There's no divine plan in everything that's going on here. It's just a big mess. Well, it's a man-made mess for the most part. And then, you know, when man is doing this, it can become a bit of a mess. Okay, so Judgment, the Five of Cups, and the King of Swords. It's kind of giving me the feeling here that, just let me clarify the King of Swords. What's the King of Swords? The Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. It's giving me this feeling that truth is the prevailing justice here. Truth is the prevailing justice. Regardless of what you may think people will think of this truth. And that creates the happiness. That dismantles the chaos. Action to take to turn things around. Energize your effort. Energize your effort. You have Earth in the Queen of Pentacles. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's the Queen of Cups. Oh, it's the Queen of Cups. Slap me. What was that? The Nine of Wands. Energizing your effort. It's pouring the water into the earth. Getting the water into the earth. Energizing your efforts of love. I feel like you've cracked some type of healing here. Don't stop. Don't stop. You've cracked, right, with this grief, the broken heart card. That's the good influence, because you're cracking something open here. I want to say too, there's like heart chakra energy. Cornucopia is the likely outcome with water and the Six of Cups. Great abundance in your life. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. And the King of Pentacles. Well, I don't know, that's really good. It's really good. So if there's a financial constraint right now, I feel like that's going to change for you, but it has to do with opening up your heart chakra. I mean, honestly, that's it. And then I don't know who the King of Wands is, but he looks like a son of a bitch. Then you have the King of Cups at the bottom. Oh, yeah, the King, Queen of Cups. Okay, I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, Taurus, I'm going to ask, what is impeding your progress at this time? I'm just laughing because it's like, that fucking anchor. What is impeding your progress at this time? All right. So now we can push past that. Thank you so much, bovine babies. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.